Hello and welcome to another fun Kiss Yoga YouTube video. It's not the same as having all my precious yogis in a class, but I hope you enjoy this. Today we're going to start, or I invite you to start standing. So I like to start at the top third of my mat, and I like to start with my feet about hip bone width apart. Whatever's comfortable for you. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can bring your feet together. And the first thing I like to do is kind of warm up these ankles. I'm going to take this foot off to the side and just kind of stretch it out and do the same thing on the other side. Stretch it out and lift those toes and spread them like fingers, spread fingers. And then maybe go up onto the ball and up onto the ball. And then in Tadasana, or mountain pose, we got our toes to the front, heels to the back. And now we're going to look at our posture. We're going to take a nice inhale, exhale, roll those shoulders down so our arms find those side seams, whether they're there or not. So arms in the middle of our thighs. I'm going to take this chin and tuck it back, and I'm going to show you the difference. So I'm going to try to get these earlobes over the shoulders. If I tuck my chin back, it gives me more length. Still a natural curve at the bottom, but more length in the neck. That's exactly what we're working on. I want to kind of tuck this pelvis back. Shoulders are back. Shoulders are down and relaxed. Chin tucked. And I invite you to find a space about 3 feet in front of your mat without tilting your head. Just find that space. And when you're comfortable, I invite you to begin to close your eyes. If this makes you feel unsteady, you're welcome to grab a chair, put your hand on the chair, or open your eyes and just soft eyes in a neutral space to stare at. Letting go of the outside world and turning our attention inward, I invite you to just feel the ball of the foot on the ground. Feel about the middle of the heel connected with the ground. Bringing awareness to the base of the little toe, just feeling supported with posture, and noticing, taking a quick scan of the body, head to toe, noticing, is the mind still monkey mind? Or are we just listening right now? And how do we feel without judgment? It's as if we were a detached witness observing the standing body. And then bringing awareness to the breath without changing it, feeling the inhale and the exhale, perhaps at the tip of the nostrils. Noticing the coolness of the inhale and the warmth of the exhale. Just taking this moment to check in and find our breath. Noticing where we feel it. Maybe it's the back of the throat. Maybe you feel a subtle rise and fall of the chest, or not. Just bringing awareness to the everyday breath. The breath we take for granted that sustains us. And I invite you to open your eyes, and we're going to begin to deepen the breath with a little practice. We're going to turn our palms so that they're facing back behind us, and we'll be dropping our chin to our chest. We'll take an in, this will be the exhale position. The inhale will have the palms open, and what that does is that pulls our shoulder blades towards the spine. It flattens them. We can imagine them kind of flowing down to the waistline. So the exhale is going to be here, and the inhale is here. So we'll start with a nice inhale. And if you want, you can move the arms away from the body. And as we exhale, we're going to draw that chin to the chest and turn the palms to the back. A nice inhale. You can keep it here, or you can keep raising it. Exhale. Moving with the breath. Lengthening that inhale. And exhaling. Just one more time. Nice inhale. And exhale. And bringing the head back to neutral in Tadasana. Let's go ahead and take our feet out wide. We're going to work the insides of our legs, working those muscles that support our kneecaps. We're going to begin with the arms up. As we come down, we'll bend at the knees, make a nice circle. Notice one hand is in front. Next time we're going to switch. Inhale up and exhale down. And notice, I'll do this sideways. Inhale up. It's almost like a chair pose. So the glutes are going back, but we still have a nice long spine. Exhale down, and one more time. We'll inhale up and exhale down. And bring those hands down to our sides. We're going to turn the toes to the front and then step together. I'm going to turn around and face you again. Better to face a camera than a wall, in my opinion. My humble opinion. We're going to do another exercise much like chair. You notice I'm really working these legs. We want to have strong legs to help us get in and out of chairs, to get up if we were to fall, God forbid, or we're on the ground and need to get up because we've chosen to be on the ground. Anyhow, we're going to start and just a little bit of a balance thing. And one of the keys to balance is keeping that chin tucked and finding what they call a drishti, a focal point. So you'll be watching that. We'll inhale the arms up and raise up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, we're going to make a nice fist. And again, the seat, the glutes go back. We're going to inhale and exhale down. We're flat-footed. Inhale up. Very thick carpet here. It's hard to do. Exhale down. So it's better to do this if you can on a floor or thin carpet. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up and exhale down. So I'm rising onto the ball. I was kidding. One more. And down again. And then we'll stand straight. So my goal in yoga is to move the spine in all directions. That would be front and back, side to side, and a twist. I'm going to start with a very simple back bend, and I like to support the lower back. See if we can bring those elbows back. That gives us a good posture. The sternum's lifted, ears over those shoulders. I'm going to take a nice inhale, and as I exhale, I might just very gently push those hips forward. I may gaze up at the ceiling. You may take a breath or two here. If it's feeling uncomfortable, you simply just become more upright. I want to think of a long spine. I'm not crunching that lower vertebrae. I'm being very mindful of how it feels. And breathing deeper than normal. Nice, slow, comfortably deep inhale and exhale. One more breath. You can also breathe out the mouth. And just notice how that relaxes the body. It's called a cleansing breath. We'll inhale up. And now for a forward bend. A very comfortable forward bend. Again, toes to the front. We're in Tadasana, but as we exhale, we're going to bow forward. And I'm doing like a half Uttanasana. Keeping a nice long spine. I'm going to make sure that my glutes don't float to the back. I want to feel these hamstrings. We're beginning to stretch out those hamstrings. Some people are more comfortable, if you can. Please do what feels best for you. we can exhale and come further down. That's if you're able to round the back. My lower back is fused, and so it affects my ability to round. Taking an inhale and exhale, just really maybe even closing the eyes if you're comfortable, looking straight down at the floor, or soft eyes looking at the floor. Just feeling the body in space, being acutely aware of the stretch in the hamstrings. And one more breath here. And then we're going to bend those knees. And we're going to take these hands and we're going to interlace the fingers and place the wrist just above the knees. Nice inhale here, exhale, and a forward fold. Could be a half forward fold as I'm doing, or a full forward fold with the torso coming closer to those legs. And again, I'm restricted, so I'm honoring my body, doing what feels good. This is my inhale and an exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And take these hands, move them up to the top of the thigh. I'm going to take a nice inhale. I'm going to draw in that lower abdomen, and I'm going to lift from the sternum and come all the way up. Yes. So let's do a little flow, kind of building on what we've been doing. I'm going to have my left foot forward, so that second toe facing the front. And I'm going to step back. We're going to do a little warrior one flow. And we've always cued in the past, the hips come completely to the front. And I'm learning more in therapeutic yoga about how that can cause problems. So this hip may not come directly to the front. It also may feel more comfortable if you step wider. I want to get some weight on the back foot, on the back edge of that foot. And then I'm going to bend the front knee. And this is a typical warrior one stance where we're towards the front. But we're going to start with a straight leg. And we're going to bring those hands towards our heart or forehead. You can bring the elbows together if you wish. And as I inhale, I'm going to bend the knee. I'm going to check. Look down. Can I see all my toes? Yep, good. Because we want to have that knee stacked over the ankle. And basically the knee going towards the baby toe. Exhale. Bring it together. Straighten the leg. And we're going to flow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And maybe one more time. Some of you may not be able to bring, because of our body shapes, the elbows together, and that's fine. Yoga has no judgment, so inhale. We have that straight leg, hands together. We're going to inhale up, and this is a true warrior one. I'm going to try to pull those shoulders down, and as I exhale, I'm going to go forward. So part of my body is resting on this front bent leg, my knees stacked over the ankle. I still have a little weight on that back edge of that back foot. That foot's at about a 45-degree angle. Taking another breath here. And on our next inhale, we want to really pull in that lower abdomen and raise all the way up. And exhale down, we straighten that leg. Let's do this one more time. Do maybe a little quicker. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, I've bent that knee, I've pulled the shoulders down. I'm going to exhale forward. Maybe drop the crown of the head towards the floor unless I have glaucoma, and then I'd want to keep the chin up. Or if it makes you feel dizzy. And I'm still balanced evenly between the front and the back foot, even though most of my body's over this front foot. Nice inhale, engage the lower abdomen. We come all the way up. And we exhale, we straighten that leg, hands to heart. And of course, we get to do it on the other side to balance the body. Yes, yes, yes. So again, I'm finding myself comfortable. Yes, both hip bones are not pointing to the front. We're not squaring the hips to the front. We're allowing that back hip bone to be in line with the knee, in line with the ankle. The foot is at 45 degrees. I'm just going to have fun and play with my knee for when I get into that true warrior with the front leg is bent, and making sure that it's stacked over the ankle and certainly not forward of the ankle. Starting again with a straight leg, inhale and open. Really pull those shoulder blades together in the back. Exhale, and we straighten the leg. Inhale, we open the arms, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, exhale, straighten the leg. And let's add on. Inhale, we're in a warrior one, and we're going to exhale and fold forward. And maybe crown the head towards the floor, or we can keep our chin up. And if that ground is too far away for those fingertips, we can always place our hands on our thigh. Let's take a breath or two here and kind of balance between that front and back foot. So if someone were to come from either side, they couldn't tip us over. We want to feel balanced. Warrior is a very strong position. Nice inhale, engage that lower abdomen. Come up, drop those shoulders. Front knee is bent. I'm going to straighten it and bring hands to heart. Put it all together. Inhale, bend that knee. Exhale, straighten it. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, and fold forward. Maybe you can hear your exhale. You can hear whether the mouth is closed or open. It's a ha sound. And on the next inhale, I'm going to engage that lower abdomen and lift all the way up. I've got that front knee bent. Exhale, hands to heart, and bring it all together. So for a standing balance pose, my students always know, I like to get off the mat. Sticky mat is fine. You're welcome to stay on the mat. I like to feel especially grounded. I want to feel the floor. So just for a moment, I'm going to take my mat and put it aside. So for today, I would like to start, we've done some half forward folds, but I'd like to make it perhaps a little more challenging. And I'm going to shift all my weight over to this side. This is my left. If you need someone to mirror it, I would call it my right. But this is my left, and I want you to listen to my words. And then I'm going to take the other one, my right leg, and bring it around in front. Taking a nice, slow, deep inhale as I exhale. Maybe letting those hands come down, and again, trying to keep the glutes from sliding out behind us. Really getting a feel for the hamstrings. So you can touch the ground. Very thick carpet makes it very wobbly. Noticing. Having a chair handy if you're feeling really unstable, or going near a wall is also a good idea. So I'm taking several breaths here. I'm going to inhale and come all the way up and unwind. You notice when I went down, I don't put my hands on my kneecaps themselves. We don't want to hyperextend that knee backwards. We want to protect that knee. So of course I get to challenge myself on the other side. I'm going to take, this time my left leg, and cross it around the front. And as I exhale, it's from these hips. These hips are like levers. I'm not bending from my waist. That pulls on your low back. We want to protect that low back. Bending from my waist, like I said, I do a half forward fold. If your body allows, you're more than welcome to do a full forward fold with the crown of the head towards the floor. Because of limitations in my spine, half forward fold is good for me. Yes. And I'm feeling those hamstrings stretching out. Yes, that's good. Love it. So I'm looking straight down, or I could drop my head and let the head kind of go. And on my next inhale, I'm going to walk those hands up, come up and unwind. Yes. So we got the hang of that, kind of crossing one foot. And don't be afraid to grab a chair, not a rolly chair, that doesn't work, but I'm just giving you an idea when we're doing balance poses. You can always hold on to a chair until you feel more comfortable, and the comfort will come with practice. So I'm going to go ahead and switch like I did the first time before I went to the other side. Shift all my weight to the left and bring this right leg around to the front, and I am going to take my left arm, because my right leg's in front, I'm going to bring that right in front of me, as if I was hitchhiking. My thumb is up. Take the other arm out to the side, bend at the elbow. I'm going to make a mudra. Thumb to first finger. Put it on my head. Now my drishti is no longer in front of me. It is my thumb. And as I exhale, I'm going to do a very gentle twist. Watching that thumb. If I feel like I'm ready to lose balance, I'll just step out of it, uncross the feet, find my stability, and I'm going to inhale back. Yes. And release. I like to practice that on the other side, and I invite you to just really become that witness. Notice one side may be easier than the other, and that's very common because we tend to favor one side. So I'm now taking that left foot across. I'm going to bring my right hand up, thumbs separated. Yes, suppose hitchhiking. Other arms out, bend at the elbow, make that mudra, thumb to first finger, place it on the head. Take a nice inhale, and as I exhale, be through the mouth or through the nose. Depends on how much relaxation. Actually, opening the mouth is what we call a cleansing breath. And it does help the shoulders relax. I'll inhale back, nice and slow, and release. Good job, good job. So the only part of the spine we haven't worked yet is the side body. Side to side, we've done forward, we've done back, we've done straight up in mountain. A nice long straight spine. We've done a twist, we just did that, and that's called archer pose. Balance pose. So I'm going to have fun with this. This is called a crescent moon, but I'm going to modify it, and I am going to inhale my arms up, drop those shoulders down, arms still up, and then make a little picture frame. Taking a nice, comfortably deep inhale as I exhale. I'm going to bend to the side. I'm not going to collapse the body. I have got integrity here. I'm keeping the hip bone and that lowest rib apart from each other, and still getting a nice stretching through the muscles that support those ribs. Yes. And on my next inhale, I'll come back to center. And exhale, other side. So whichever side I'm leaning towards, my hip is going the opposite way. I'm not collapsing. There's integrity in both the stretched side and the compressed side, this side. I'm not collapsing into it. And I'm breathing to my own comfort level. The deeper the breath, the yogis believe the longer the life. So the longer the breath, the longer the life. And we don't practice that in our culture very much, except through yoga, perhaps. There's some other practices, mindfulness practices. To me, yoga is mindfulness in action. Next inhale, I draw in that lower abdomen, I come up and I release. I'm going to take those hands behind my back. I'm going to interlace the fingers, and if that doesn't work for you, you can grab an opposite wrist. This time I'm going to step back into pyramid. I'm taking the right foot back, the toes are to the front, both feet. It's like I'm straddling a railroad track. As I exhale, I'm going to bow forward once more, stretching out that hamstring for those of us who are very athletic, power walkers, runners. If you're doing aerobics, working out at the gym, the muscles shorten, and yoga gives us an opportunity to kind of stretch those out. And on my next inhale, I'm going to softly bend that front knee and inhale back up and release. I'm going to try this on the other side. Oh, I forgot to say, it would be nice if you remembered which thumb was on top. And an easy way to do this is to put the other, just change thumbs and see which one feels the oddest or the most different. That'll be the different thumb on top. So we're doing the same thing on the other side. Nice inhale, I'm bending from my hips, not my waist. Nice long spine. I'm not hyperextending that front knee backwards. There's just a little softness in that knee. And I'm only going to the point where I can really feel the stretch in my hamstrings. Really don't want to tear those, so we want to be kind to our bodies. We don't have to look like picture books. We don't have to look like anybody else. We can be uniquely us and still be connected to one another. And I'm breathing. Some people may want to go down, and if you do, you can also lift the arms up. Again, for me, that's challenging to get my body to bend that way. But that is another option again. Finding your own personal comfort. Your own personal, they call it an edge, and actually in therapeutic yoga, we suggest you come just before the edge. The edge is where you're gritting your teeth. You can still breathe, but you're gritting your teeth, so no gritting of the teeth. Nice inhale, we'll soften that front knee and come up. Yes, yes, yes. Step together. So we've done a lot. We've moved the spine in all directions. So now I'm going to come, usually I do a closing, a Shavasana, final relaxation, and easy pose. And today I'm going to do it a little different. We're going to come down and do some pranayama for our closing. So you can come down any way you want, whatever feels best. I'm going to slide my hands down. I've got straight legs, soft knees, and then I'm going to place my hands on the mat, my knees on the mat. Walk those knees to the side and slide my legs around. Find an easy sitting pose. Easy sitting pose is what's easy for you. You don't have to look like me. You don't have to look like anybody else. You have to look like a picture book. So for me, this is comfortable. For some people, they're not comfortable crossing the legs, and you'll know if you're not comfortable because the knees will be up here. So I suggest you fold some blankets up and lift those hips, and when you do your hip flexors open and the knees will drop down to a comfortable level. You can take a nice firm throw pillow or two, or you can just sit here in a diamond shape, or one leg out, one leg crossed. Just play with it. So again, finding a comfortable Sukhasana or easy sitting pose, making it easy for yourself. Again, we want to think about good posture, whether we're sitting or standing. Many of us have a tendency to slump. Want to think about lifting the sternum, shoulders down. I invite you to just exhale through the mouth. If you haven't tried a cleansing breath, and notice how the shoulders relax down. We can have our palms down, that's a grounding. It's as if you were grounding yourself, or you can have palms up in receiving mode. You can do mudras if you want. I'm choosing my palms down. And we're going to do a box breath, especially during this COVID-19 crisis. A lot of us, myself included, have been pretty uptight. Our lives have changed dramatically. It's really important to find a breathing technique that works to help relax the body and the mind. So for this breathing technique, we're going to inhale slowly to the count of 4. We're going to pause at the top of the inhale to 4 counts. And we'll exhale through the nose, or if you choose, through the mouth if you're congested. Count of 4. We're drawing in that lower abdomen. We're going to find that pause at the end of the exhale for the count of 4. We created a little box of sorts. Inhaling. Count of 4. The torso fully extended, ribs expanded, front, back, sides. Pausing at the top, count of 4. Or close. There's no perfection, it's a practice. Exhale to count of 4. Drawing in that lower abdomen, getting rid of all stale air and starting that count of 4. And repeating at your own pace. One more time. And when you're finished, With that exhale and that last count of 4, we open our eyes. Invite you to bring your hands together in Namaste, prayer pose. Anjali Mudra. Mudra just means a hand position in Sanskrit. And bringing those thumbs to our forehead. May our thoughts be positive. And then bringing those thumbs just at the chin level. May my words be kind. And then down to our heart space. May my heart be fully open to receiving love and to giving love unconditionally.